so this is our last video for this topic. Okay, alright. So this is what we call the integration by using tabular method. Okay, tabular method. Alright, okay guys. So tabular method actually is what we call it's a part of integration by part. So dia adalah sebahagian daripada integration by parts actually. Okay, so but tabular method is a more simple, it's a fast and shortcut. Okay, compared to the integration by part. Instead, kalau integration by part, you need to let you and then you need to integrate and so on, right? But for the tabular method, it's more simple. It's a shortcut lah, boleh kata shortcut lah. Okay. Alright, so it's useful and applicable when the integration needs repeated integration and repetition. Maksudnya, kita akan guna tabular method instead of by part when we get a question that something that we will repeat again. Maksudnya repeat again tu maksudnya kalau you integrate ni, you akan dapat balik dia. Integrate ni, dapat balik ni. So, dia takkan habis. So, for that case, you will use a tabular method instead of by part. Okay, so without further ado, I don't want to explain. Tak ada apa points untuk saya explain by part. So I just go to the example. Okay. Okay. The question asks you to solve x cube sin x dx. Okay. For this case, you cannot solve by using substitution. Tak boleh. Yes, tak boleh. So how? Okay, you can try by yourself, you can try. Sebab maths ni memang kita kena belajar melalui kesalahan pun, okay. Means that they have no, if it's nothing. Maksudnya kalau you buat mistake tak ada apa. Tapi jangan keep repeat the same mistake, okay. So yeah, you can try by using substitution. And then you can see lah why, kenapa tak boleh guna substitution. And then you can try by using by part. Okay, by part, sure, okay. But now I will explain on how we want to solve it by using tabular. Okay, tabular method is a part of a by part, right? So, and that is more simple. Okay, so I will show you how. Okay, so what we need here is a table. Okay, nama pun tabular. Okay, table. So we have a 3 column here. Okay, the first column is represent a sign, means that tambah tolak. Okay, positive, negative. Okay, signs. And then for the second column is stand for differentiation, and the third column is stand for integration. Okay, so ignore dulu yang sign ni sebab sign tak ada apa-apa pun. Okay, we look at the differentiation and integration first. So actually for differentiation and integration is it means that this column you will do only differentiation. For this column you will do only integration. So the first thing first is you need to choose a correct one. Which one that you want to make you want to place here, and which one that you want to place here. This is your question, right? And then you have 2, x cube and sin 3. So which one that you want to let as differentiation, and which one that you will let as integration? Okay, tips here. Okay, tips. For differentiation, we will choose the function that end up with 0. Maksudnya, we choose a function where you differentiate again. Tak kira lah berapa kali, but the last one must be 0. So between these two, okay, if you choose sin x, you differentiate sin x, you will got cos x, right? And then differentiate cos x, what we have? Negative sin x. Again, differentiate negative sin x, we get negative cos x. And then differentiate cos x again, you will sin x. So means that you will alternate the same thing, sin, cos, right? So they have no answer that will, you didn't get 0 at the end. So means that sin x not supposed to be as differentiation. Okay, so automatically x cube lah. Okay, why I say x cube? Okay, differentiate x cube, what we have? 3x squared. Differentiate 3x squared, what we have? 6x. Differentiate 6x, what we have? 6. Differentiate 6, what we have? 0. Okay, so you end with 0 now. Okay. So for integration means automatic we have sin x lah. Okay, because you already substitute x cube here, means that the left here is sin x, so integration for sin x. So integrate sin, negative cos. Integrate negative cos, negative sin. Integrate negative sin, you get cos. Integrate cos, you get sin x. Okay. So you stop. Memang you akan alternate, tapi you will stop until you reach this 0. Maksudnya you akan stop lah. Kalau dah kosong kat sini, you akan stop kat situ juga. Okay, you will start at the same level. So now for the sign column, we start with plus. Plus minus, plus minus, plus. That's it. Itu je. So then the next thing here is you cross multiply. So x cube we multiply with negative cos x. 3x square we multiply with negative sin x. 6x we multiply with cos x. 6 we multiply with sin x. Okay, done. Settle. So this is your question just now, right? So x cube sin x dx. And this will be your answer. Okay, your answer is you can take it from the table. Just take it. Maksudnya you tengok, you will do it row by row lah. So the first one is x cube cos x. Okay, negative lah. Okay, I put the negative outside here. And then the next one is 3x square negative. And then negative here with this negative. Tadi negative. Negative plus. So means that is negative. Now is negative. Negative. So means is plus. 3x square sin x. And then for this one 6x cos. So it's positive. Positive. So plus. 6x cos x. And then 6 and positive. But it is minus. So it's minus lah. Minus 6x. Negative x cube cos x plus 3 square x square sin x plus 6x cos x minus 6 sin x plus c. That's it. Simple. Right? Tabular is most simple method. Sangat-sangat simple. Okay, I will show you another one example. Okay. Integrate x e to x. Yes, of course, this example you already do it in by part. So, but now I will show you by using tabular method. So, same thing. You have 3 column. This is okay. Sine. This is d. This is I. Okay. So d is of course you will choose a polynomial. Okay, and integration you will choose e to x. Okay, so then differentiate d, differentiate x, you get 1. Differentiate 1, you get 0. So this one just integrate. So e to x over 2, e to x over 4, and then cross multiply, and then this one is start from plus, minus, plus. Okay, so what we answer here? X. So we have x e to x over 2. This one minus e to x over 4 plus c. Okay, this simple. Tu je. So this is your answer. Okay, alright. One more example. Okay, one more example. I'll show you one more example. Integrate e pi x sin x. Okay, same thing. You have a sign columns here. This d, this I. So for differentiation, you have e pi x. For integration, you have sin x. Okay, and then in differentiate e pi x, you have pi e pi x. Differentiate again. What we have? Differentiate again. You have pi square e pi x. And then for integration kat sini, okay, macam ni. If you still differentiate, you still get like this, pi cube and so on. Means that you didn't get 0. Same thing kalau you pilih sign dekat sini. If you set as sign dekat differentiation pun, you akan dapat same thing, which is you will alternate sin, cos, and so on. So we will prefer exponential here compared to sign. So we do it like this. Okay, leave it first. Okay, then we continue this one. Sin, you akan dapat negative cos x, and then negative sin x, right? Okay, so you didn't end up with the sin and cos. You didn't end up with 0. So for this case, you back to the by pi. Okay, maksudnya tak boleh solve by, bukan tak boleh solve, but it's more, dia tak akan dapat kosong at the end, so we will back to the original by pi. Okay, so I hope this clear on this. So we have 3 methods: substitution by pi and also tabular method. And then tabular method actually is the by half of a by pi, and it's more simple. It's more simple compared to another step. Okay, alright. So we are finished on the integration for analytical. So for the next week, we will go to the integration of numerical. Okay, so that one is a different way. Maksudnya tak ada pun, you takkan jumpa pun integration, a process of integration tu. Dia tak ada. It's just using formula. Okay, alright. Okay, thank you. See you next week.